Hi, everybody. What's up? It's so good to see you. I'm sorry. So I have many things to apologize for. um, the My desk and my office is gone. I don't know if you guys saw my moving vlog, but that it's all gone. And so right now you are on my laptop, sitting on my bed, because this was like the best setup I could come up with. So, hey guys, hey Leah, what's going on? Thanks for coming. So, wow, 10 viewers already. That's awesome. That makes me feel really good. Yeah. So, Bill's a bot. Nice. Good to see you. So, hey George, what's going on? Oh man, yeah, it's been a hot minute, huh? I think it's been almost exactly a month, because I think the last live stream I did was May 5th, and it was for Minot, when I went out there for Leah's retirement. And here we are a month later. It has been, you guys, it has been a crazy time. But before I get into that too much, I do have a surprise for you. Get ready. This is a big one. Boom! It's Marisa! Surprise!
I wish I had like streamers and stuff. Like,
woo! I know, right? Like we need like the like fireworks effects to go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kacey retired. Marisa's crushing all of her things. Yeah.
Jazz hands. Many jazz hands.
I hope you're all doing jazz hands at home, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was talking with Marisa, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go live. And she's like, I've got my computer ready to go. I'm ready to watch. And I was like, what if instead, what if you came on this stream and we'll just like laugh at each other and everyone will have a good time? Because that's how we roll, yo. If you've seen any of our videos together, you know that's the case. So, hi, Marisa. Welcome.
Hi, Kacey. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. You look beautiful. Your hair looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. This is called I sweat a bunch today. Chic.
Well, mine is I just got out of the shower and have no clothes other than hoodies to wear.
Whoa. We are both very glamorous.
We are super glamorous today.
You're welcome, world.
Me with my like blank background and loner furniture headboard. Yes. You guys, okay. I don't know if you can see this. Like, look, do you see? I am in the 1950s.
That's good.
We have like June and Ward Cleaver twin beds in my bedroom right
like shaking hands, like, good night, pal. See you tomorrow.
Good night, pal. High five. Good. Maybe a good game if we get spicy. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's the whole thing.
James says he needs to go upstairs so we can watch this on TV.
I mean,
us cackling on the big screen. That's what everyone needs for their Friday night.
I feel like that makes the world a better place. And, can we all use a little bit of that right now? Yes.
Right. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. Yeah, big week. Well, it's like I was saying, it's been a month since I last did one of these. And so in that time, just as a quick rundown, quick update, side note, does anybody else watch The Office and then wonder, like anytime someone says rundown, you immediately think of the scene between Jim and the guy played by Idris Elba, where he's like, hey, can I get a rundown? And Jim's like, what the hell's a rundown? Yeah, every time. It's like To Be Fair from Letterkenny. Like every time my brain goes there.
Yeah.
To be fair. Yeah. So anyway, here's your rundown. I went to North Dakota, did a live stream there. That was our reference point. Yep. Leah retired. Congratulations, Leah.
Woo!
Yeah. And then I came back. And then what happened after that? I kept writing on the book, broke 75K on the book. I may have announced that I was going to divide it, but then I think maybe I'm not going to divide it, and I'm just going to finish it the way that it is. So it might be a really long book. Yeah. So we'll see. George says he's faxing his dad a rundown.
Nice.
That's
nice.
Awesome. Yeah. But yeah. So kept working on the book. And then at the end of May, we had the movers come and took out our household goods. And so in the description of the video, I will link my moving vlog that kind of talks about that. But okay, can we just talk for a moment about Japanese movers?
Yes.
So one of the things that I've observed in Japan is that they have there is a culture that of like a significant work ethic, I guess. Everybody that I've met in Japan. Now, I know this is a sweeping statement and a generalization, so take it for what it's worth. But in my experience, everybody that I've met in Japan, with like zero exceptions, has like a super like high amount of pride in their work, nice. Regardless of what the job is. They're like, well, this is my work. It's amazing and magnificent. And I'm giving you my magnum opus all the time.
That's awesome.
So we had these movers come in. They were super nice guys, incredibly professional, and oh my God, fast.
Oh.
So I have a 3-bedroom house with 4 people. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 people in it. And a cat and all our stuff. And they could have been done in a single day, but they weren't. They had contracted for 2 days, so they didn't take the beds the first day. But they were done. They were done packing up my house, everything except for like the beds, by 2 p.m. on the first day. And then they came back the second day to take the rest, just to basically load everything out to the truck. And they were done by 10 a.m.
Wow.
These guys were like incredibly like squirrels on crack-laced Red Bull.
Just getting it done. Wow.
Yeah, just boom, 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 boom. And like Easy's. So my husband had his business suit that he had gotten cleaned and gotten ready to wear to my retirement ceremony. And he'd gotten it all ready and, had it all on the hanger. But he was like, oh, I don't have anywhere to hang it immediately. So he hung it back in the closet. And before he could grab it, they had packed it. It was like,
it's gone. It's gone.
And he's like, oh God, I don't have anything to wear to your ceremony. So this was another fun adventure that we've done in the last month. I talked to my friend Brandon, who I work with, and he's married to a Japanese lady, and they live off base in a town called Akiruno, which is actually where Leah used to live.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Akiruno, I guess. But I was like, Brandon, like, I have a situation. I need a suit in like 3 days. And he was like, I got you. So he sent us to this place called Akiruno Tailor. And it's basically like a Japanese men's warehouse, only like really good quality stuff, Nice. So nice. And so we were able to get him a really nice lightweight gray suit for within a couple days for him to wear to the retirement. He looked hot. I'm not gonna lie. Hot.
Yeah. He was there to be your eye candy and arm candy. So that's
right. In fact, it's funny. I have an arm candy. I think I have it in the slideshow that I'm going to show here in a minute. An arm candy picture of him. So, if not, then I'll show you later if I didn't load it. So that was that adventure, and then we got the loaner furniture in the same day that they
took your stuff,
loaded up on the truck. And so the options for the loaner furniture, they have twin beds and they have full beds, and that's not really enough room for me and Easy. So we got the tip that it was better to get like 2 twin beds and push them together, but they don't go all the way together because of like the frames. So there's like this chastity channel.
It's like in the old days where they had like the binding board. You just have a gap. Like you have to mind the gap. Fine. Don't worry about it.
It's like this, the chasm of chastity.
Definitely going to make it to a book near you someday. It's going to be great.
That's right.
Yes.
So, but it's, but I mean, other than that, we did get brand new mattresses. So there's that.
That's nice.
And right. I was excited when they brought them in and they're like, they had the plastic on them. I was like, oh, are these new? He's like, yes, brand new. I'm like, yes, score. I mean, it's not the same as my bed, but it's, Yeah, it's all right. So we'll use these until we leave. And then when we check out of the house, we just leave them here in the house. And then the furniture management office comes and picks them up, which is way more convenient than I'm used to dealing with.
It's nice when efficiency works out for you. For real. That's nice.
Chasm of Chastity, brought to you by the Furniture Management Office.
Of the DOD. You're welcome.
You have enough kids. You don't need any more.
No more. You're retiring now, so you know.
That's right. That's right.
Anything can happen. Don't do that.
So yeah, so that was what, a week ago? I don't know, whenever the 25th was. And then this week, lots of things happened. One of which I'm not sure I can talk about yet. I probably can, but I'm gonna wait. So yeah, more to come on that. Big book for the win. After, right? Big book. Yeah, I'll tell you after. Yeah. And then the big thing was on Thursday, I had my retirement ceremony. So yeah, June 2nd.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So the fun thing about that is that, well, there's lots of fun things about it. I'm not going to lie. But one of the fun things about it was that June 2nd, 2022 was 23 years to the day after the day I commissioned back in 1999. So yeah, I graduated and commissioned on the 2nd of June too. So there's all that, like, you know, the symmetry, the full circle. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, time is a circle. It's an illusion. It's all good. No,
that's right. Time is an illusion.
Right. But that is beautiful. That's a really cool thing.
Yeah. So I have a couple pictures. I will. I'm gonna bring these up and show you guys. These are all of these pictures are credited to my friend Brandon Saunders, who is a beautiful and amazing professional photographer. I will link his website for some of his like art prints that he does. I will link his website in the description here below, but you guys should definitely check out his work. He's beautiful. So this first shot was like right as we were getting going, there was a mission had come down. And so the crew knew that, I mean, because they knew me, but they knew that the ceremony was going on, and they're like, oh man. So they tried to like stay far away, but at the same time, they made sure that they did like one real good pass right alongside the hangars so that, you know, we could see the Huey fly by. And yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool. So that's what this is. Yeah. And then, so this is me all dressed up in my uniform. Next to me is Colonel Kevin Martin. He's my commander, the 374th Ops Group commander. He's the guy who retired me. And this thing in the background, so we're actually sitting on a K loader, which if you're not familiar with what that is, it's a machine used to load cargo on large Air Force airplanes. So we were utilizing one of those as a stage because
why not?
That happens. Yeah.
I love it.
And it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but there is actually a Huey static display parked behind us. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's me. It was real windy. You can see by my hair.
Just making you feel like you were still, you know, under rotation there. It's good.
That's right. But yeah, that's him handing me my certificate of retirement. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, part of the ceremony where they read that out and he handed it to me, and we did the whole shake, take, salute thing and stuff. And then after the ceremony, we went upstairs to my squadron's heritage room, which is code for bar. And right. And this is what you're seeing here is a mug rack on the wall, and the all those patches, those are the name tags of people who have left the 459th, whether from PCSing or retiring or whatever else. And one of the traditions is above the bar, and I don't have a picture of it, but above the bar, there's a Huey skid hanging, and there's Velcro on it. And while you're there, your patch is on the Huey skid. And then when you leave, you pull your patch off the skid and hang it on the wall. So this is my patch hanging that we did right afterwards. So yeah. So you can see my cool hair now that we're allowed to wear braids.
Look at that. So braids.
My warrior braid.
I love it. No, your hair looks great.
It says, we're surprised. He's surprised ground safety signed off on the K-loader stage. Yeah, me too, especially since I was wearing heels, which was not like the best tactical decision I ever made in my life. But here's the trick. We didn't ask them.
And I mean, you're retired. What can they?
Right? Yeah. Better to ask forgiveness, especially when you're already retired. So
I mean,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the arm candy? Is the arm candy picture wasn't in there?
I guess I didn't put it in there. Yeah, maybe in a future live stream or in my maybe I'll put it in my newsletter so you guys can see my handsome husband and his not impromptu, but his summer weight suit. Yeah. Yeah. So he was like, I mean, at first he was super mad, right? He was like, God damn it, I didn't want to buy a new suit, and I was like, baby, first of all, a new suit is never a bad idea.
Right.
I mean,
you can really
always use. Yeah, you can always use a new suit. You can always use a good suit. So yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. What's been going on with you?
Nothing at that level. Go figure. Just in my little campground. But wait, we can come back to me in a second. I heard that there was a joke that you got to tell at your retirement.
Oh, that's right.
I want to hear.
Yeah. Okay. So this was actually not at my retirement on Thursday, but on Friday. So Friday was the first Friday of the month because, again, time is a flat circle, and that's how it works. But here at Yokota, the wing commander, every first Friday, he'll do an officers call where all the officers in the wing come to the officers club. And it's like we do hails and farewells for people leaving and moving in and stuff. So I got farewelled. And one of the traditions is that you get up and when you're doing your farewell, your commander, says some nice stuff about you and kind of some funny stuff. Colonel Martin made fun of me for being a nerd. And I was like, yeah, I'm a huge nerd. I get paid for it. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
He said that he found out more about me for his remarks at my retirement. He was like, yeah, I learned more about her from her Amazon page than I did from her performance reports.
All right, you're welcome? Question mark. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
So, excuse me. But anyway, so he's a funny guy, Colonel Martin. He's a really, really good boss. I'm very, very privileged to have been able to finish out my career working for him, and I was really honored to have him do my ceremony. So, but anyway, so then I was up and I had to tell a joke. So this is the joke that I told, and I'm probably biased, but I honestly think it was the best joke told that day.
Let's go. I'm ready.
And so it goes like this. Okay, so there's these two little boys. And they're 4 years old and 3 years old, and they're brothers. And one day they're sitting in the living room and they're playing with their little trucks, going, all around the living room or whatever. And the older brother, out of nowhere, because that's how little boys are sometimes, he perks up and he was like, hey, guess what? I'm 4. That means I can say 4-letter words. And the little brother's like, oh, you can? That's cool. What are you going to say? And the older brother goes, I'm going to say damn. And the little brother's like, whoa, cool. Hey, I'm 3. Does that mean I can say 3-letter words? And the older brother's like, yeah, man, you sure can. What are you going to say? And the little brother's like, I'm going to say ass. And the older brother's like, awesome. Nice. Cool. And they go back to playing with their little trucks and stuff. About half an hour later, their mom, it's lunchtime. So their mom comes out and she's like, boys, lunch. They immediately forget about the trucks and run into the kitchen because that's how little boys are. When there's food to be had, there they are. And so anyway, so they run in the kitchen and the mom looks at her oldest. She's like, all right, babe, what would you like for lunch? And he goes, I'll take a damn hot dog. And she goes, you most certainly will not. And she paddles his butt and washes his mouth out with soap and sends him to lunch or sends him to bed without any lunch at all.
Yeah.
And she comes back in and she's like, patting her hair back in place, turns to her youngest, who has eyes like saucers, right?
Right,
of course. I'm sorry, sweet boy. What would you like for lunch? And he goes, well, you can bet your ass it's not a hot dog.
That's good. That's really cute. I like to work it in there.
Yeah.
Bet your ass.
You can bet your ass it's not a hot dog. Yeah, that's my go-to joke. I'll be honest with you.
Cute. That's super cute. I love it. That's awesome. The hot dog was the problem in the scenario.
Clearly.
Yeah, obviously. That's 2-year-old logic. I like it. Definitely not that.
Leah likes it too. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I got this.
That's a good gun.
Yep,
That's a good one.
From Leah.
Nice.
Hey, I heard a rumor that Leah's going to go to DragonCon.
I heard that rumor too.
Yeah.
I
Very
also
excited.
heard that she might be my room buddy.
Oh, actually, I hadn't talked to her about that yet.
Oh,
Hey, Leah, do you want to room with Melissa?
You want to room with me? You don't have. I said might. You don't have to. I guess. It's super cool.
We'll talk after.
Yeah, you honestly don't have to, but it'd be cool.
It'd be less crowded than rooming with me and me and Easy for sure. So,
I mean, you know, you don't have to. Sorry, just making things awkward. That's how I do.
Speaking things into existence.
You know, does anybody else want to be my roommate at DragonCon? No?
Done.
Okay, fine.
She's
Yeah,
down.
I love it.
Roommate connection handled.
We're taking that rooms at DragonCon in a whole new direction. Just like YouTube live stream.
That's right.
Matching.
We should get her on here.
That would be so fun.
Maybe next time. Hit me up if you're interested. If you wanna come on and tackle with us on one of my live streams sometime.
Shenanigans. Full shenanigans. I love it.
Full on shenanigans, yeah. So let's see. Work in progress wise, I've done 0 writing since the weekend because of all of the other things that are going on. But the Queen's Fixer is I'm still really into it. The story's coming along nicely. It's going to be a long story. There's just a lot more story there than I had originally allocated word count for. So, but I'm going to write it till it's done. You know, sometimes that's just what you got to do. So,
that way. Yeah. This is the way.
This is the way for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And then you've got something coming out soon, don't you?
Soon-ish. Yeah. Oh, wait, I've got something soon. So at LibertyCon, we've got Onward LibertyCon coming out. So
that's so exciting. Yes.
I'm very excited about that. And then a couple weeks ago, I passed in. So again, my life has not been quite as eventful as Kacey's over the last few weeks. Whomst amongst us has had such an exciting time. Leah, maybe. That's about it.
Leah did last month.
Leah had a very similar time. But I passed in an anthology. So Hit World Valkyries is in the professional hands of CKP and out of mine, which is nice. And it's coming out September 16th. And that is Hit World, the Valkyries Initiative. So that's going to introduce people to the first round of Valkyries. So
that's so cool. I'm so excited to be part of that project.
We did.
So Maurice is doing this cool thing on her, on the CKP channel, where she's doing the interviews with the different Valkyries authors, and I got to be one of them. So I will link that that video in the description, so you guys can see us being ridiculous there as we are doing here. And then I'll also link the CKP channel, which if you guys haven't checked that out, you definitely should do so, because you'll get a lot of like inside views and stuff. And this guy that produces it is like, he's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna marry him. Oh wait, no, I did that. Okay.
You already did that.
I did that.
I mean, you can do it again. People do that.
Yeah. We'll give that another couple years. We'll make it to the 20-year mark before we get a little.
Before you renew it.
Just make sure.
Yeah. No, Jeremy's awesome. Yeah. He now has a new name, though. I understand we're calling him Producer Jeremy.
Oh, are we? Okay.
I don't know. That's what I've seen written other places. Producer Jeremy, like in Facebook posts and stuff.
We'll see. If he asks me to call him that, we'll see. We'll see.
It makes me think of that movie, The Producers.
Oh gosh. Nice. I'm gonna tell him that. We'll see. Unless
he's gonna be like, is that flattering?
Yes.
I don't know.
Question mark.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
James L. Young would like to know LibertyCon. What is this LibertyCon, Marisa? Tell us about LibertyCon.
What is this LibertyCon? So, some people may have heard of it. It's the most amazing convention. I've been so lucky to go to amazing conventions and only amazing conventions. I'm going to keep that streak up. LibertyCon was my first non-Dragon Con convention, and I went because of Kacey, which is so many of my stories. Like, because of Kacey, I did this thing. And so Still, it's funny. It's funny. We're gonna do it.
It is funny.
So went to LibertyCon, immediately felt like I had been going there my whole life. It's just full of these amazing people who are so welcoming and so wonderful, and my kind of nerds. Like I know, like I think Brandy, who is a second gen nerd, and second gen con runner, she's called it the family reunion with like the family you actually choose, like the family you want to go see, and that's 100% what it is.
That's
so
totally the vibe.
Right? It's so much fun. Yeah. And so in 2020, the year who will not be named more, there was a charitable anthology that Kacey was a part of for LibertyCon, that featured different volunteers and staff from LibertyCon over the years and the different stories. And the proceeds went to the Tim Bellego Memorial Fund. Tim being Brandy's father and the first runner of LibertyCon. And just an amazing human. And it's the Tennessee Valley Interstellar Workshop so they do a scholarship. And so we have the anthology did really well, raised money. It was all exciting. So they did a second one. And that will launch at LibertyCon this year, which is exciting. And that's Onward LibertyCon. And I got to be in this one. Hooray. And so again, going to the Memorial Scholarship. And it's that kind of con. Like they raise money for charity. They raise money for scholarships. There are a bunch of charity auctions. You all can go over to their website and check them out. They just got posted today, and some of them are pretty phenomenal.
I'll link the LibertyCon website below. Marisa, after this, I'm going to need you to help me remember all of the things I have to link to this video.
Yes. Yes. I'm good at remembering things. We got this. We're going to link a bunch of stuff, and then you guys can go in and comment and be like, also, I wanted to know about this thing. I'll be like, yeah. Yeah,
definitely. If you put it in the comments, I'll see that, and I'll be like, oh, yes, I'm sorry. Here you go. So I'm going to put you on the spot, but I'm going to give you a minute to think too. Because the question now is, what is your favorite memory from past LibertyCons?
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you mine, and you can think yours. Okay. So mine is LibertyCon. It might have been 19, because I think it was the last one that I attended right before I moved to Japan. And at a certain point, 2019. Not number 19. That's a good distinction. Yeah, LibertyCon 2019, which I think was like number 32 or something like that. At a certain point in the evening, and I don't remember which evening it was. I think it was like the second night there. I found myself sitting on a couch in the hotel lobby of the Chattanooga Marriott, which is a beautiful hotel. You know what I'm talking about right now, don't you? Yeah. And I had Marisa on one side, and I had, I think, Brandy on the other. And across from us was Tony Weisskopf, and then Tara Urbanik, Kathy, then Smith. She still uses Smith, doesn't she? She got married, but I think she kept her name. Yeah. And then
Mona Lisa was there too, right?
Lisa was there, and Mel Todd was there. Cisco was there. Like there was just this circle of, and it was all cackling all the time. Like the most ridiculous and completely inappropriate for mixed company. We were like, no boys allowed, because we were talking like.
Some boys tried to brave it, and they did not last long. And that's
it wasn't that we told them to go away, but we were just like, we're having real talk, y'all.
Yeah. I think we're not going to go into specifics about what they were, but if you're thinking about it, you're like, this would embarrass a dude. That was probably one of the
things we talked about that. Yeah. There was lots of conversation about bras and corsets and, various other clothing items.
Aid type items.
Yes, right. Yeah. What is the proper terminology?
Yeah, it was. So that is 100% my favorite memory of any con ever, I think. That was so much fun. We were there till like 2 or 3 in the morning. Like I don't even know how long we were there for.
Right.
Oh my God.
That was probably one of the best cons I've ever been to, because there was that night was one night, and then another night was when we did karaoke. And we got and I remember Fritz wearing his he was wearing like red, white, and blue like pants.
Oh my God, I didn't remember that.
They were crazy.
Yes,
yeah,
that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
James says that was the Saturday night. I think the UN enacted a no guy zone for male safety.
Yeah. You know what? Then the dudes live to fight another day that way. That was super important. I think you're right,
I
James.
mean, you guys would have been welcome to come and talk with us. It's just
Totally welcome.
do you know the difference between I'm afraid to say it.
Don't say it. You'll somewhere down the line it'll demonetize your whole channel. It'll be terrible.
Right.
But
I'll get canceled.
You'll get canceled. I do think at some point, maybe it was Chris Smith, but somebody like ran in, dropped some beverages, and ran out. Like they're just like la 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 la. Here's some drinks. La la la. La. Yes. I'm refreshing your drinks. Okay, goodbye. I'm not staying. It was really great.
I also remember after the fact, someone posted a picture from like the side, and they're like, I am very afraid right now.
That's right. Really so. It was a lot of talent in one place.
It was just super funny. It was super funny, and honestly, that's what I love about LibertyCon is those like, because that wasn't a planned thing, right? It wasn't a panel. It was just like we just
collected.
A couple of us started hanging out and we started collecting more people because it is such an environment of like inclusion and warmth and family and like, you're awesome. Come hang out. Oh, you're going over there? Okay, I'll catch you later,
Yeah.
So,
I'll see you soon because you're awesome. Yeah.
Because you're awesome and we're here and it's awesome,
Oh, man. Oh my God. Oh, yes. Yes.
And so you're going to be at LibertyCon like
in 2 weeks.
Is it next weekend?
Week? Oh, Jesus. Is it
the
next
weekend after? No, the weekend after.
2 weekends. Next weekend is my birthday.
So, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Marisa.
Thank you.
Okay, internet, I need help. We need to do something like amazing and slightly embarrassing for Marisa's birthday. So
We don't.
email me with your suggestions.
It's okay, internet. We're fine. No, it'll be great. I'm a little bit sad. I love my birthday. I'm a little bit sad though because this year I have been 42, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And so I wore that shirt like at least once a week, and it's been wonderful. I think 42 is such a fun age. So I mean, yay 43, it'll be fine. But 42 is Douglas Adams approved. So
I understand. I remember having similar thoughts.
Yeah.
Back when I was changing to 43. So
back a year or two ago that it was.
Way back in prehistory when I was in college, there was a song that came out, and I can't think of the name of it, but like one of the lines in the chorus was, is What's My Age Again? Then the song's called What's My Age Again? Yeah, and there's a line in the chorus that goes, nobody likes you when you're 23. The whole year I was 23. Like that song was stuck in my head the whole year,
Nice. I do
and then again when I was 43, like I was like, oh, no one likes you when you're 43. But here is the lie. Are you ready? I like you. I like you a lot. You're one of my favorites.
You're my favorites too. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
That'll help. Good. When that song gets stuck in my head, I'll remember that. So, but yeah, I'll be at LibertyCon. I'm super pumped. Looks like I'm going to see James Young there. What?
Yeah. Ooh, there's an alternate history panel on Friday. That's awesome.
Nice. That's super
I wonder if it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be online. I might try to catch it if it is. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see. Or if someone records it and sends it to me, I like it. If that's allowed. Yeah, if that's allowed. Mary's here. Hi, Mary. Everybody likes facts.
It's not true, but thank you. Everyone that I like.
Everybody who's anybody likes you.
All the cool kids. All the cool kids.
I mean, there's no accounting for taste, right? Some people are dumb, but
I mean, some people don't like Neil Gaiman, so that's if you like that, I'm just gonna put myself in that box. That's fine.
As you should. Hey, should I tell the people what's in this red cup? You guys look at this.
Tell people in the red cup.
This is not a sponsored video, by the way.
But it could be Red Bull.
It could be. Call me, Red Bull. Call me. This is Red Bull's new summer edition. I hope that might be backwards for you guys, and if it is, I apologize. But it's like strawberry apricot. I discovered these when I went to Minot. Leah, if she's still watching, is probably laughing her ass off right now. These are phenomenal, and they're dangerous because they're not sugar-free, unlike my normal ones. And so, a little bit extra calories that I'm drinking, but
a little bit extra. Like, it's good for good for a live stream though. Yeah. But
they're good. They're super good.
They are super good. So I'm going to tell because that was my favorite memory of LibertyCon also
Yeah.
as well. So I can't add to that. But I can add, so that karaoke, which was still one of the most fun karaoke's I've ever had in my entire life. It was so much fun. I have pictures with like us and Tara and Bridget and just like, oh my God, so much fun.
So much fun.
So this past year at Fantasy, I may have already told this story, but I don't care. You guys can hear it again.
I don't care.
It's delightful. Thank you. So this year at Fantasy, I met Chuck Gannon like face to face for the first time, like officially, like, oh, you're Chuck Gannon and Marisa. And he's like, I know who you are. And I was like,
sweet, great guy, super great guy.
What? And he's like, yeah.
And he knew who you were because you're amazing.
No, better, way better. So much more embarrassing. So he's like, no, I mean, this is like our first like official introduction. He's like, but I know you, I've seen you before. And I was like, okay, like immediately thinking of like all the embarrassing things I've done in my life. And he was like, yeah, LibertyCon karaoke. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I think every word I said had like 5 syllables because I was just like, oh no. And I was like, I'm so sorry because Chuck Gannon, fun fact, is a great singer. Like he
really?
Yeah, bad enough. He's like talented writer, nice person, good
this guy
singer.
Can't... Oh my gosh. He's like a like insanely smart scientist dude, works in national security. Like
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But
he's great. He's so great.
He's super great.
He's a good singer. So it's like, oh, I'm so sorry because friends, I am an enthusiastic singer, but I am not even close to the same atmosphere as someone who can carry a tune. I cannot. I can shout really loudly and with great enthusiasm. And I was like, I'm really sorry? ? He's like, no. He's like, you were so enthusiastic. You were having so much fun. And I was like, that is a really nice way to sum up that. Thank you so much. So kind.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, that's what karaoke is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be enthusiasm and
just fun.
Yeah.
And we did. We all had so much fun. And he was very kind. And then there was karaoke that night too, at Fantasy. So I proceeded to shout enthusiastically some more because that's what I bring to the table.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Loud enthusiasm. That is what Marisa does. You're welcome.
Yeah, I am. I will be honest. I am very sad that I'm not going to be able to make it to LibertyCon this year. I had hopes for a long time, but we ended up getting a flight that like arrives like the day before Fantasy or LibertyCon starts, and we just weren't going to be able to make that work. So, plus I'd been super jet lagged, and that's no fun. So
no.
But I mean, I'll be honest, it probably would have been kind of fun.
I mean, Boy Kacey did that one year. Remember, he flew for like 20 hours.
Just like epic travel adventure to get to Fantasy. He was up for like 36 hours. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, didn't sleep and like still like powered through. I think drank,
partied,
had fun, and then like we didn't see him again for like.
He took like a 12-hour break.
He had to. I mean, God.
It's like, and I'm out.
I don't know that he remembers any of those times, but it was fun for the people around him.
Yeah, that was his first LibertyCon too, I think.
Oh man, that was his first. Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Man. Oh, LibertyCon.
So I've now like reclined back on my.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm so professional right now, you guys.
I mean, here we are. It's Friday night. It's fine. But so you won't be able to go to LibertyCon this year, which I am also, like James, also sad. But you will be at DragonCon.
Hell yeah, I will. Woo! I'm so excited. Yeah. Super honored to be attending pro, and I've been talking with a couple of people, one of whom I know is also talking to you about some super cool channels that I don't think we can announce yet, but I'm very excited about these. You know, we're going to be just lots of, I don't know. What is there to say about DragonCon? I try to describe it to people that like I work with and stuff, or that I used to work with.
Because you're retired now.
And I'm like, it is my Super Bowl, my Halloween, my Mardi Gras, my like New Year's Eve, all rolled into one. Just because it's it's kind of all the things to all the people, because there's just so much variety. You can do so many things. And we have just, even my husband, who he's a video game nerd, like he loves video games, but he's not into like sci-fi books or fantasy or anything like that. He's, he's barely into being a writer's spouse. I mean, he's really only there because
He loves
because
you. Yeah.
I decided to be a writer, It's like, but he loves Dragon Con, because it's just one big party it's you and 70,000 of your closest friends partying for 5 days or for 4 days for 5 hotels in Atlanta, or 6 days, 5 hotels, whatever it ends up being. Your mileage might vary.
Who knows? Some people don't ever leave one hotel. Some people, it's fine. You make it what you need it to be, and it's amazing.
Yeah. And in point of fact, a thing that we should probably mention is that so Dragon Con, the lit tracks for Dragon Con have their own award, the Dragon Award. And there are several, like it's a completely 100% fan run award. So you can go in and nominate your favorites in books and movies and TV shows and games, so many categories. But because it's a fan run award, we really need fans to go and nominate. So if you're watching this and you haven't yet done so, it's completely free. All you need is an email address. I'll put the link again in the description below. And you can nominate your favorite works. I might have 1 or 2 works eligible this year. So if you liked the Romanov Rescue, I know Bane's mentioned that one in their list of, hey, here's the Bane books that are eligible. I don't know if Lydia's on here, but Lydia's book is eligible in the like YA category. The her Into the Real with John Ringo. Trying to think what else. So please just go and nominate your favorites.
Yeah. Anything you read that you were like, oh my God, this is amazing. Go get it.
Or played,
Yeah. All the things. So. Yeah, because they have tabletop games, they have fanzines, they have all the things. So
yeah, and as long as it came out in the last year, it's eligible. So all the eligibility requirements are on the website. You can check those out. But please go do that if you haven't done that already. And then I think the finalists are announced in July, and so that's exciting too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, so good, Dragon Con. Plus the fantasy track brought back their costume contest.
That's fun. So, the page to the stage.
Yeah, so it's like
that's
literary. Super cool. 1 year, multiple years ago, I don't remember what year, but Naomi Novik was there, who wrote the Temeraire books, and Kacey and I dressed up as dragon captains from the Temeraire books and met her. Yeah. And the two of us and one other woman in the panel, we were her first 3 cosplayers.
Yes.
So she was
so excited. That was super fun.
It was really awesome.
Because I remember we were in a panel of hers, and she saw us and she was like, oh, "Are you guys dressed as aviators?" And we're like, "Yes, ma'am, we are."
Yes, we totally are. It was so good. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Like, there's so many things I love about Dragon Con. Like the constant party of it all. Like, I'm getting old, but I will make myself rally for those 4 days.
It's like that Toby Keith song, right? Like, I'm as good once as I ever was. I can do it for a weekend.
I will see if I can do it for a whole weekend. Last year was a weird year, and I had a broken toe, and it was a different year.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Yeah, but it
is a lot of walking.
Yeah, it's a lot. But one of the things I love is like you get to see like anything that you have ever read or watched or played that you love. Somebody is either going to know about it or is dressed about it or both. And it's amazing. Like, oh my God.
You can wear the most obscure cosplay and someone will be like, that is awesome.
Yeah. That is the best. Yeah. There was 1 year we did Good and Bad Janet from The Good Place.
Yes.
And it was like The Good Place. It was maybe like the first year of The Good Place. So like,
it wasn't. It hadn't been out very long.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a big thing. And I remember I was going down an escalator to like the art show or something, and somebody was like, "Oh my God, Janet!"
That was so fun. The only problem that I had is that no one recognized me as good or as bad Janet unless I was standing next to you.
Unless we were together, yeah. Because otherwise you're just a cute girl, a cute blonde girl in leather. Yeah, like
a blonde wig and leather, looking at her phone all the time.
Right, like she could be literally anything. We don't know.
Is she cosplaying my 17-year-old? Like,
That's right. That's about right. Like, she's 17. We can't tell. Maybe this is just her life. We don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, that was super fun. Oh man.
Oh, you guys, I hope I'm not making you like seasick with my camera shenanigans here.
It's a Cloverfield situation. It's fine.
I'm laughing so hard it's shaking the bed.
You're welcome. Tiny earthquakes.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, typically on these, I have a tradition, and this is going to be a little harder because I don't have my dual screen set up anymore. But typically on these, I go and I see if there are any questions in my Discord group. And when I checked earlier, there were not any, but that may have changed. So let's see.
Is there a way to do this?
What
up, Discorders?
Discord. Okay, I don't think there are any this week.
Okay,
which is fine. It's totally fine because this was sort of like, hey, surprise, it's happening in an hour, you know?
Surprise, here we are, hanging out. You're welcome.
James says he's been down on the job. James, no stress. Seriously, like this was, yeah. But you do ask very funny questions. He's the one who asked me like these questions about, okay, well, you can't, you had lunch with your 4 favorite aviators from the past. Okay, well, now they all have food poisoning and you have to choose someone else to do something else.
Oh, no. Layers. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Really funny, really great questions. So Next time, definitely put one in there for next time. As to when that will be, I don't know. At a minimum, I promise I will do one near the beginning of July, but I may or may not have the opportunity to do another live stream in June just because it's crazy time, guys. Yeah. On the 15th, I get on a plane in Tokyo's Narita Airport and fly to Dallas, where I will land about 25 minutes before I took off because that's how time works.
Time.
Yeah. Flat circle.
Definitely real. Yeah.
Super real.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we get into Richmond like late that night, and then the following week we got to do things like get driver's licenses and set up residency, and then later that month we're going to fly out. So in July I'm going to fly out to my mom's in South Dakota. So I might I'll see if I can maybe try to do one from her place in South Dakota because it's beautiful.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and we're going to go out there. We're going to spend a couple weeks and then pick up my car because I bought my grandfather's car.
Nice.
Because cars are crazy right now. What is the deal with cars?
Cars are
in the U.S.
No, everything is stupid in the U.S. right now, money-wise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's ridiculously expensive here too, but here the exchange rate is very favorable.
See?
Yeah,
that's
so
that's nice.
So that's I mean, it's still expensive as hell because it's Tokyo. It's
right.
I think Tokyo, someone was telling me the other day that like Tokyo is like, if not the most expensive city in the world, it's like one of the top 3. Yeah.
It's like
which is
New York,
crazy.
London, and Tokyo, right?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, things are expensive here, but it is also like the largest city in the world and the safest. So real big on the extremes.
We do all the things here.
We're gonna do something. Go all out.
You know it.
That is the Japanese way.
That's right. It's how you do. It's very Texas. I love it. Go big, go home. I mean,
that's right. There's a lot of there's some parallels between Japan and Texas there. Sure. Oh man. Hey, thank you so much for joining me with us. This has been super fun, and hopefully it's been fun for the people watching.
These guys.
Yeah, these guys over here. Yeah. If you're watching on the replay, please leave a comment and let me know. Let me know if you want to see more of these with Marisa. Chances are you probably will.
I mean, whether you want it or not, y'all, I'm just gonna keep crashing where I can. So.
Dan goes, did you just parallel Japan and Texas? Yes, we did.
We did. That's that's how we do.
Yeah, that's her brilliance over there. But yeah, leave like I said, if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment, let me know. Love it if you would like this video. That would be great. Helps the channel grow. If you want to spread the word. Like I said, expect to see another live stream sometime. At the latest, it'll be early July. Hopefully I'll be able to get one in before then, but I'll let you guys know on all my social channels, in the standard places on Facebook. Hopefully on my newsletter if I get a chance to put it out early enough. And as far as what else is coming on the channel, I'm intending to do another moving vlog for like actual moving day, getting on the plane and going through the airport and stuff. So but you probably won't see that until like probably the week after, because I'll have a chance to, I'll have to have a chance to edit it. I am going to do a video. I've been promising this for a little while, so it's definitely happening this week. Definitely happening this week. I'm going to do a video about my mobile office, like, which AKA my backpack, and how I put all the things in there that I need and stuff. So, because it turns out like my backpack holds a lot of stuff, and which is good because I need it. I'm just that kind of disorganized without all of my things, So, that's what's going on here. Marisa, tell me about what's going on your channel, and then also on producer Jeremy's baby CKP.
So on producer Jeremy's channel, you will see next week the CKP Inside CKP live stream will be Jeremy interviewing John Osborne and Mark Wandry, who are bringing forth the 4HU game. Should be really exciting. So that should be super fun. The week after that, we've got our next Valkyrie's author interview. We're doing this every other week leading up to the release of Valkyrie's Initiative. And then we'll likely, then there's a secret project that you'll hear about next week that will also come out the week of LibertyCon. Should be exciting. And then probably you'll hear something from LibertyCon, because it's going to be so much fun. And we're going to have so many people there, and we're going to be missing our people who aren't there. So we'll need to do something. And then my channel eventually will put stuff on. We're starting a thing. This is my dad's idea, and I love it. It's 10 questions with Marisa Wolf. Right?
That sounds fun.
So different people will come on, and they will have a random topic that they'll have chosen, and they have 10 questions to ask me. And it could be anything like about drinking or gardening, things I don't know about, things I do know about. That was not the right order, but it should be fun. I'm just going to make shit up because that is who I am as a person. So
yeah, and you're good at it.
Thank you.
Thus the books and stories and stuff.
Thanks.
Speaking of stories,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I believe you have something out in eARC right now, right? Something having to do with tanks?
Is it out? No, it's not out in eARC. The cover's out.
Is it? Oh, the cover's out.
Cover's out. Yeah.
I was excited. Sorry.
But, rightly so. It's a very exciting cover. You guys should go look at the Bain social media channels, because it's through Bain. It's called Chicks in Tank Tops. It's about girls and their tanks. And the cover has a chick in a tank top in a tank top. So
it's like tank top inception.
It's amazing. I may or may not have. I am so in love with my story in this one, which is good.
I'm in love with your story too.
Thank you so much. Works out that I really liked it, because I am in that anthology with some freaking legends. So if that was just like an okay story, I'd be a little embarrassed. So, and they probably wouldn't have taken it. So, it's one of those that like crawled into my brain and I can't get rid of. So I just wrote most of the first chapter of a novel in that book. So.
Yay! Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's exciting. Do I have 800 other things to write? Yes, but that is what I worked on today. It's great. James
is speaking this into existence right here.
I love it.
Man, maybe you should write this. Hit me up. We could talk.
Shared world. I love it. Oh my God. I love it. That'd be amazing. There was something I wanted to say. Oh, I did mention on the Dudes in Hyperspace podcast this week.
Which you are also a guest on.
I just go everywhere until people get sick of me, and then I'll keep going everywhere. So you're welcome.
Impossible.
Super possible, but thank you. But I mentioned, producer Jeremy is collecting all of these great ideas from the different CKP folks of like different shows they want to do. And I mentioned this brilliant idea of Kacey's that we're going to do later in the summer when she's settled. It's effing amazing, y'all. So I'm going to mention it here too. This is not the official name. This is just how I remember it, which is Inebriated Imagination. Inebriated Ideation.
That's good.
Right? It's where sober Kacey corrals a group of less sober authors through some world building, plot point, character building, whatever kind of
Brainstorming.
shenanigan brainstorm she comes up with. And so I mentioned it on the Dudes in Hyperspace podcast, and Ian was like, okay, so I think Sharkflight Media is going to want to be a sponsor of this. And I was like, I feel like that's just done. Like, I think the guests will rotate, but I have decided I should just be on it every time because it's going to be so much fun.
Well, I was thinking about, when Jeremy asked for ideas, I was thinking like, what shows have I seen that are like really just fun to watch, right? Yeah, and one of the things that immediately came to mind was Drunk History.
Yes.
Which I love. So it's so funny. Especially when they do like the drawings,
you know? We can make Jeremy do little drawings that like go across the bottom of the screen. It's going to be so good.
That would be amazing. We need to
premise, but it's okay.
He's like, no.
I can't draw.
I'm a producer.
Not an artist. Hey, artist, hit us up. Come be a part of
that. Yeah, artist, call me.
Okay. Intoxicated ideas, nice. That's what Kacey called it.
I didn't call it that, did I? Everybody say hi to producer Jeremy.
Hi, producer Jeremy. No, I can't call him that. That's weird.
You can call him husband Jeremy if you like.
It's fine.
My man.
This is my man. I love it. It's good.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
But so that will be coming later this summer, for the joy of all to experience.
Yeah, I'm excited about doing that too. That should be a good time. Oh, I have one to share. So, Justin Watson, who has been on my channel before, that I wrote Romanov Rescue with. He was one of my co-authors on that project. He has a great channel called Lauren Valor, where he talks about different shows and media with other friends that are, writers or have a military background or sometimes both. And we just did that. I missed the premiere because I was working, but we did the episode 3 of Arcane. So Justin and Joelle Presby. So Joelle Presby is a Naval Academy grad. Justin is a West Point grad, and I'm an Air Force Academy grad.
Awesome.
So it's a bunch of ring knockers. The three of us are going through and watching the. Oh my! This just got spicy.
I told you it's going to be weird. Yikes! Sure. Not on the internet.
Anyway, sorry, I digress. Call me producer, baby.
You keep talking. I'm just gonna be over here.
I'm so sorry, Justin. I'm gonna start over. Justin Watson, amazing podcast. Justin, Joelle, and I are going through the show Arcane episode by episode, and then we watch it, and then we talk about it on his channel. And so the 3rd episode that is out, so you should definitely go check that out. Once again, I will link it below. Yeah, I've tried to say like goodbye and wrap this up like 4 times already.
Here we are.
That's just how we are.
Look at us.
And that's what we broke the YouTube rating.
That was it.
Really? Producer? Okay. Oh, you mean producer?
Producer. Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. It's been an hour. I love you guys. Marisa, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, don't hang up. We're going to talk after I stop the recording.
Hell yes. Yes. That's how we do.
That's how we do. Yeah. We have the show and then we have the after show. Maybe one day I'll set up a Patreon and people can come and hang out for the after show.
Yes.
Like that's what Super Geeked Up does.
That's exactly what Super Geeked Up does. It's super fun. Melissa Othoff and I were on it this week, and somebody we
link
were
below.
All, link it below. We were all cackling so much that one of the awesome watchers, he's a friend of one of the hosts, but he was like, you know what? I just became a Patreon so that I can join this after show because I can tell it's going to be some nonsense in the
nice.
So it was awesome.
Nice.
Anyway.
Yeah, super smart. Yeah. Someday we'll put that in the someday column. But yeah, if you like the video, please like the video. Please share the video. Please comment on the video. Please tell everybody about the video. And please watch the next video.
Yes, watch all the Kacey. We need more Kacey.
Yes, and yes, and go buy Marisa's books. She's over there on my screen, but she might be over there for yours. I don't know. Yeah, wherever she is. Wherever Marisa is, buy her books because they're freaking amazing. And if you want to buy mine too, that'd be awesome as well because, I like money.
They're pretty great. They're pretty great. Money and her bones, both. So great.
Same. Yeah, right. Yes, that is true of her too. Yeah. So, all right. You guys be good. I will talk to you later. Much love. Bye. We are ridiculous.